1, 2, 3. Did you know that the UK versions of FIFA 2001 and Gran Turismo 2 shipped with a peculiar idea of scratch and sniff discs? If you scratched FIFA's disc, you would smell the pitch. Rubbing Gran Turismo's disc would deliver an authentic pit stop smell. You're listening to the Xbox Hub Podcast, the official podcast of TheXboxHub.com. For the latest Xbox news, reviews, videos and opinions, make sure you visit TheXboxHub.com. But for now, settle down, get comfy, and open your ears for some podcast delights. Hello, welcome to the Xbox Hub Official Podcast number 2. We're back. On my virtual left is Mr. James Birks. I've got your name right this time, haven't I, James?
Absolutely. Well done. You practiced that all week.
Hello. Hello. I'm being polite. That's it. That's good. I think hello. And on my virtual, it's right, is Mr. Neil Watton. Hello, Neil, again.
How you doing?
Thank you very much. That's what I like. How are you feeling, you like? We're back. At last.
We are back, yeah.
A 2-week break. What have you been doing? You've been preparing?
We made it for a second episode. It's mad.
It's very exciting. What kind of preparation have you done for this podcast this week? What physical warm-ups, anything at all?
I've had a 14-hour day so far.
Good.
And I've got another 4 hours to go. So I'm a bit knackered, to be honest. But
that's what we want to hear. What about you, James?
I've had lots of energy drinks. So I'm quite hyped up.
Oh, this is good. This is a professional podcaster now.
I'm ready to go.
Good.
What have you been drinking?
Coke energy drinks.
Oh, okay.
Pure caffeine.
These are the new things, are they?
They are indeed.
Are these our sponsors now?
Other brands are available.
Oh, okay.
If we mention them enough.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. Right, now, before we start, we did some questions last week just to get to know us. It was like favourite film, favourite game. Now, I've got some questions, more in-depth questions, that I thought we could start with to get to know us a bit more better. How do you feel about that?
That'll be fine.
Good.
As long as we go with James first.
I think we'll answer each question consecutively. So James, Neil, and then me. Yeah? How do you feel about that? Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Okay, I've only got 4 questions, but they're good questions. Okay?
Okay.
Right, here's the first one. If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, what law would you create, James?
Ooh. I'd go with you're not allowed to play games without a mic. You have to have a microphone or a headset. Online. Because the amount of people that play games online and don't say a word, like Neil.
Right.
I speak all the time. Is it because people are in party chat, though? Because I remember before party chat, and everybody talked to everybody. I remember playing Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, maybe,
I
back
don't
in the
think
day.
that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that helps.
People go into a party and that's it, don't they? They sit there forevermore.
Yeah, but in a team game, you need that communication. And I think if you don't, you should go to jail. It's quite simple.
That's what I was going to ask. So the result of this is they don't do it, they go to jail straight away.
Pretty much. I'm quite a fair person. You get 2 chances.
2 chances, thank you. That's what we like.
Yeah.
Good. Very fair. What about you, Neil? What's your law?
That's a very good question. Can it be a law that's already in place but people don't actually pay any attention to?
No. It's got to be a new law. It's got to be Neil's law.
Oh.
That's what they're going to call
law.
it. Neil's law.
I don't know.
All right,
I'm quite happy with life.
Tell me about the law that you want people to pay more attention to.
Well, people shouldn't use mobile phones in cars. They shouldn't drive in the middle lane of the motorway when they're not overtaking anyone.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been driving a fair bit today. Yes, I've been noticing these things.
So it just depends on what's happening to you that day.
Really annoys me.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm quite happy. It's all cool.
Now, weirdly enough, I haven't thought about myself answering these questions till this very moment now. But
Standard.
I would think I would put a 50-second law that's the amount of time you can spend at a cash machine. You've got to get everything done then. The one thing that drives me mad is people look at it like it's like the NASA computer.
Or using multiple cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody gets 5 cards out, takes the tenner out on each one.
That's right. Yeah, that kills. That would be my law. A minute max, or it just closes down, and it might chop your hand off. No, that's too severe. Okay, that's enough of those.
Yeah. The problem is you live in London, and I've seen this happen all the time in London.
Yeah.
So, you move out of London, you should be all right.
So move out of London is your answer to this. Okay, I like it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, question 2. Okay, here we go. If you had to have a montage, like a film of your life so far, all right? Imagine all the clips, everything. What would be your soundtrack to that montage?
Christ, you said these were deep questions, didn't you?
They're good, aren't they?
Go on now.
They're good, but they're very deep. A soundtrack to my life.
Yeah, it could be like a... Yeah.
Again, I don't know.
Oh, come on. What's something?
One tune
Yeah.
that sums up my life.
It could be any tune.
Walk by Pantera.
Walk?
Great choice.
Ah, yes. That's very good. Why that choice, Neil? What do you think?
I like the song for a start.
Good.
I also broke my nose while I was dancing to it in a club once. And yeah, it's fine. Just walk.
The montage would sync up at that point, which is good, isn't the film montage at that point with the music. That's good.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
It's a tie between Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Oh, yeah.
Quite inspirational.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think it's a Smurfing Christmas, which is a Smurfs cover song. It's a Christmassy one.
Why that one?
I think that
I'm
really
glad you
sums it up.
elaborated on that because I was stuffed. I didn't have a clue what a Smurf and Christmas might have been.
Well, it's quite a popular song in my household. It has been for years.
At Christmas time or all year?
Oh yeah, Christmas is all year, mate.
I know you love a bit of Christmas, don't you?
I do.
The Christmas movies come on in about now, don't they?
Well, they've been on since probably January, February.
Have they?
Never start.
And I'm going to go for the theme to Rocky because I think that would be perfect montage for my life. I think. You know the one?
Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah. Well, no, you know the bit when he's running up the steps.
Is it
Kind of
irony?
like that. Yeah.
Is it irony?
Is it who?
Is it a bit ironic? Like a comedy montage.
Yeah, it could be. But also have heroic moments as well. I've had some heroic moments in my life.
Really?
I can't think of any at this point. I'm sure I have.
I think we need to know about these for the next one.
Yeah, I'll try to remember. Okay, number 3. There's a zombie apocalypse. What's the first thing you do, James?
Oh. We're going to have to... what would I do?
What would you do? They're at the door. They're at the door.
They're at the door?
They're at the door now.
I say, go away. Come back tomorrow.
So your first thing you do is try to reason with the zombies.
Yeah, and then barter. I've got snacks. You can have them if you want.
Should we throw in snacks? Okay, I like that.
Well, I'd also make sure all my collectible figurines were safely out of harm's way. In case they get through, so they get me first and not my collectibles.
Wow. I think we're getting good
But
insight.
if you're gone, what are these collectibles going to do?
They'll live on.
They'll move on.
Money, Neil. The value of them is brilliant. They survived a
No,
zombie
he's dead.
apocalypse. An eBay in 1,000 years' time. Wow. They're going to go for a lot. Neil, what's yours?
I'd grab a frying pan.
Good.
You cook.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I cook from vitamin, fried eggs. No, I'd use a frying pan, just stand there. And I've played The Walking Dead. I know how it works.
Frying pan, that's a good... Well, the moment you said it, it made complete sense.
That's not how it works.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You've not been there.
We'll find out in a few years' time.
Yeah, we will.
I would lay traps, instant traps, everywhere around the house. I mean, I live in a flat, so it'd be quite hard for upstairs, but it's dog eat dog now. So I'd lay traps at the front door, the back door, to the windows. So you'll know whoever goes near, that would be it.
Like little mouse traps.
No, I'd be elaborate, like Rambo traps, you know. I'd be carving...
Okay.
Yeah, like...
Home Alone, that's what you mean,
Yeah,
isn't it? Home Alone.
But more vicious. Aimed at zombies. Yeah.
And whoever comes near your door.
Whoever comes near. It's dog eat dog, no rules. It's what it's a bit like in South London at the moment, but... No. Okay, the last question.
To be fair, you could just get your ghost on him.
I have got a ghost in the house, but that's for another time now. Yes.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Spoiler.
Right. The last question, because this has gone on far too long already, I'm regretting it. The house is on fire, but everyone is safely out. The pets are safely out, all the wallets, all your cash is saved. But if you could go and make one last dash to get something, one thing, what would it be? Neil?
My bike.
So you're a big biker, aren't you? You love biking. You're not a push bike, isn't it?
Yeah, push bike, yeah. I'm slightly obsessed. I'd probably take the bike over the kids and dog, to be honest. And anybody else in the house, to be honest, as well. That's fact. I might throw the bike out before I get out.
What's so special about this bike?
Number one, it cost me a lot of money.
Right.
Number two, I could ride it really fast. And number three, it looks good.
Wow, we've learnt a lot, Neil. Thank you.
I'm pretty obsessed with my bike. So
I think
it's got to be that.
It'll be great when your family listens to this podcast later on. James,
that's fine.
What's your final thing you got to grab?
I think it'd be my one and only bowling trophy.
Ooh.
That I earned by beating at least 10 children that were a lot younger than me.
Did you have the bumpers up?
I can't confirm nor deny that. It might have been breaking the rules. But I definitely won. I've got the trophy.
And that's what counts.
And they've got nothing.
That's a very good... I like that.
How many years ago was this? Is it kind of still pride of place?
Years, Neil. This months.
Last week.
Yeah, it was at least 10 years ago. But I was definitely the oldest one there. And I made that count by dominating.
Well, we've learned a lot about you as well now, James. I'll tell you that. It's great.
As always.
I think mine would be my Xbox. It really would. I think I'd grab the Xbox. It's boring, but it's true.
I'd say my Xbox as well, but I've really got a love-hate relationship with that at the moment because it keeps breaking.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd quite happily throw that one away and just buy a new one. So, yeah.
It's for a new one. Easy.
I grab mine, I feel. Yeah. Okay, which brings us very nicely around to what this podcast is mainly about, which is games. What have we been playing this week? What's took your fancy in the last 2 weeks? Sorry, James.
Surprisingly, it's a game that's been in my backlog for 10 years. Batman, Arkham Asylum.
Wow. Batman. Wow. Go on.
I'm glad I gave it another go. Cause I've tried it twice now. I always get distracted by something else. There's another game that comes out, like FIFA. It's just an incredible game. Even 10 years from release, it's ridiculously good.
Does it still hold up? I mean, does it still look good? Or
visually, it's a little bit iffy, I'd say.
Right.
even the remastered version. But the combat is so fluid.
Yeah.
You know, you attack, you counter, attack, counter. Batman turns into like a ballet dancer. It transitions so gracefully. It's incredible.
And all the detective stuff is great as well, isn't it? I'm just trying to remember as well. All the sort of
Yes.
yeah,
And the voiceovers are incredible.
yes.
It really brings Batman from like the animated series. It brings that feel to it.
Have you played it, Neil?
Yeah, I've played all three. Three of them? Yeah, three
Yeah.
of them, isn't it? Yeah, but no, that was a damn good game.
It's really good, isn't it? And it's really kind of special. Kind of, it did change a lot of how those games are kind of played, isn't it? It was such a big influence on many games for the last 10 years.
Oh yeah,
or so.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
What was the last one? Was that Arkham Knight?
Yes.
Was it Knight? Yeah, I didn't really get into that one. I played a lot of it, but I didn't really get into it.
Did you get to the end? I'm not going to say anything about the end, but yeah, the end's great. The last,
I think I did.
amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
You're in the car for a while, which is like a tank, isn't it?
That was the problem, wasn't it? A lot of people moaned about that.
Mm.
So there was too much focus on the Batmobile.
Yeah.
But I thought it was all right. I like the cars. So, yeah.
I feel envious of you because you've got 3 more games to play now, kid. James, I keep saying James's Xbox call sign. Call sign? Is that the word? Yeah.
Cool side.
Like Batman. So, yeah. Yeah.
You also call me the Beast.
Yeah.
Whichever suits.
We're not going to call you that. No. But yeah, I'm really envious because you've got 2 more games to play after this.
Yeah. Well, I've started them both. I just need to go back to them. One day.
Is this the first time you've played them? You didn't
No,
play
no.
before?
No, I've played bits of them before and then just got completely taken off track by something else.
And Neil, what have you been playing the last couple of weeks? What's your game?
I played a lot of Super Space Blast, which is a little asteroid type shooter thing. It's just a cheap throwaway game on indie game.
Yeah.
But that was fun for a bit. Then it became a real big grind. You know, they give you different upgrades for your ship.
Yeah.
And you have to collect credits at the end of each level, blah, 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 you know, the usual story.
Yeah.
But the jumps between each upgrade were massive. And
really?
It was the same old gameplay, and I was getting to like the 60th level, something stupid like that. And I just wasn't getting anywhere.
Right.
It felt like I'd have to play another 10 levels just to upgrade my ship one little bit. But before that, it was good fun.
That's good. Because we are giving
we're
giving that code away as a prize.
We are giving
so
that.
we need to talk it up a bit. Yeah. Well, we don't.
Well, you know, you've got to be honest.
Yeah.
And the first hour is really, really good fun. The next 10 hours could be a bit of a grind.
So enjoy it when we read out the lucky winner.
Yeah. Just think of those 10 hours you've got ahead of you.
Okay. With me,
what about yourself?
It's been... Well, we were both playing... Well, both of us playing games that we can't talk about until a couple of weeks' time, a lot. But the one game that I have played is called Sagebrush, which I did a review for. It's on the site, and
You
a
did a stream as well.
Yeah, a walkthrough. Yeah, the whole thing. But it's a game where you turn up at this cult group in the sort of like American desert, and you kind of know that there's been a mass suicide there, and it's this abandoned kind of compound of buildings. There's a church, there's a school, there's a community hall, and these like huts, and this kind of cult group lived there, and that's it. That's what you haven't got any. You don't know who you are. You don't know what really. You've got no instructions. There's no markers. You just go and explore, and it's done like a kind of point and click adventure, like almost like I keep thinking, almost like a little Monkey Island style of you pick up an object, use it, stuff like that, with this kind of beautiful kind of pixel art visual style that I normally don't like, but it looks really stunning in this, and it's kind of a walking sim, but with a bit of point and click, but it's a great story, and it's just great to discover this kind of like what happened in this cult and who you are and what you're doing there, and it suddenly becomes kind of strange at the end, but it's It's beautifully told, and it's just done by a sort of team of two. Husband and wife do the voiceovers, and he's made the games.
They do the voiceovers as well.
Yeah, yeah. And the voiceovers are really good. They actually, when I first played it, I think I say in the thing, I thought, oh, this is real. They sound so real. The performance is really real. Maybe it's because they're not performers. Maybe I don't know. But it's so well done. But the great thing about it as well, it's only £5 or just over £5. So it's a really good game to take a chance on.
There's some really good games about that price at the moment.
Yeah.
You've got Rattlemaker Games who've been putting out tons of cheap indie games, and some of them haven't quite done it, but there's others that have been really good.
Yeah.
And who are the other guys? Oh, Sometimes You. They do the same. They're always cheap and cheerful games.
Well, we review.
Always worth checking out.
We're big fans, aren't we, of the indie games on the site? And we love indie games. But sometimes you get a game, don't you? Review it and go, if this was just under a tenner, or if this was £7, you're completely. It would just change the way you look at it, because you'll go, actually, you want to take a chance on that. You want to gamble, but when it's sometimes in the £15 area, it doesn't quite have enough for that price mark.
I agree.
Yeah. Good. Okay, lovely. Let's move on to... We did this last week. We did a news section, but we're going to talk about the one big thing at the moment, which is Gamescom, of course. It's going on in Cologne this week. We're not there. We're here in our places around the country.
We'll be there next year.
But I thought I might just sort of just say 3 facts about Cologne. Is that good? Would you like to hear that? To make us feel in the mood before we talk about the games? Would you like that?
These facts.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
James has not said anything about it. James, do you want to hear these facts?
Why not? Go for
it is on his own now. He's just punching the floorboards, angry.
He's heard your facts before.
Yes, yeah. Okay, there's one. The Cathedral of Cologne is the 3rd largest in the world, and took between the years 1248 to 1888 to complete.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you, James. Thank you very much.
That reminds me very much of the old Russians that came to Salisbury.
Yes.
But,
here's your second fact.
That didn't go very well.
That didn't go very well at all. Cologne has one of Europe's oldest perfume factories, and Eau de Cologne, hence the name. Eh?
Right.
Yeah, like that. And
the third one. Really
third
good
one
fact.
is my one. When I went to Cologne in 1995 doing a performance job, and I got so drunk, I fell asleep in a toilet, and when I woke up, I was convinced I could speak German. And for the rest of the night, I spoke at a kind of weird gobbledygook to everyone.
I must say, getting drunk, falling asleep in a German toilet, and waking up not really knowing what's going on probably isn't your best goal in life.
But I met someone the other day who was from a festival in Germany. They went, "Oh, I haven't seen you, Gareth, for ages. Oh, you spoke German. You thought you could speak German one night." They remembered it. Yeah. So then my 3 facts about Cologne. So that would
Can you speak any German?
No.
Or is this?
No, I was
Nothing at
convinced that night. I thought like it was like come down from God or something. I could speak.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't drink, kids.
Don't drink. Well, do drink if you want to speak languages. No, don't drink. Okay.
You could probably learn a bit more at school, to be honest.
Yeah. Rather than having to go on some drunken quest to speak the language, like some magical quest in the game.
Maybe you were ahead of Google and you were like, Google Translate in your head. They at one time, in 10 years' time, they're going to, immediate translation. Maybe that was you already.
Yes.
Back in 1995.
Yeah. I like that. We'll keep with that.
Yeah.
So, Gamescom. What are your? Do we just talk about what things we like, what we've seen, what thing? Do you want to just go? Should we just go around and pick a couple of stories each?
I think so. There's been shed loads come out of it, hasn't there?
Yes. Neil, what have you got?
But me.
Yeah.
Little Nightmares 2. Very much looking forward to that. Really like the first game.
I really like that.
And so that should be really, really cool.
When's that coming out?
2020, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. I think most of the stuff that's been announced at Gamescom is going to be 2020, or there's even a few 2021.
Yeah.
So it's a while off, but yeah, if it's anything like the first game, which was really cool, horror puzzler.
I didn't play that one.
It's
You
great.
don't
I
like
love
scary stuff, do you?
No. It's just a little bit too dark for me.
it. It is
You
scary.
like it?
There are moments. Yeah, it's really good. It's very much like the Limbo kind of world. Yeah, it's good. Anything else, James? Have you got one?
Well, I think they did a gameplay trailer. It just showed how cool a Marvel game could be. Because you've got Thor swinging his hammer
Yeah.
and just throwing it around like some kind of boomerang.
Yes.
It's brilliant. And I think it's promising because they're going to keep developing it once it comes out as well. Like bringing out new stories and content. And that's what it needs. It needs a proper Marvel game that isn't PlayStation exclusive.
So in this clip, you saw the 5 Avengers, didn't you? Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, and who's the other one? Captain America. And you saw them all kind of battle, basically, didn't you? One after another.
It was underwhelming, though, the Captain America bit.
Yeah.
And Black Widow.
Well,
to be fair,
I thought Iron Man wasn't great. I thought it was too slow. I thought that kind of flying. Do you remember that Superman game? It reminded me a little bit of that for a bit. It didn't feel as. Yeah, the only bit that. And the only other concern I had, and it's only concern because it does look great, is are you just going to be forever battling loads of kind of like generic soldiers for a bit? I'm sure you're not. Sure, we don't know that yet.
I think that's the general case, though, isn't it? You've got to defeat the minions to get to the big boss battle.
Well, I suppose that is
the way it's always been.
It's games, really. That's what games work. But yeah. Did you see it, Neil? Did you have a look?
No, I haven't watched it. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan in the world. But after E3, was there not a load of issues of people complaining about the way they were going with this Marvel game? Because I thought the bit that they showed off then looked cool.
Yeah.
And then people were complaining about it. So is that all turned around again? Everything's fine again?
No. I think they were moaning about the characters because they do look quite generic.
Yeah.
How do you mean? Surely they're the Avengers, are they not? They're going to...
Yeah, but there's a way to do it, and the character models are just like the most basic incarnations of these superheroes. They don't have much pizzazz.
I see what you mean. Or Shazam.
That's not Shazam. You can't say that. That's DC.
DC, Neil. DC. But I like the way you try to get it in there. So you.
Yeah, well,
very good.
You were saving that, not.
I haven't. It just came to me. I haven't seen Shazam either. So I'm not to know these things. I did watch Spider-Man the other day, though. So
Spider-Man.
That's about my Marvel knowledge.
Is possibly no more because the Sony deal that have lent Spider-Man to Marvel, they haven't come up with a new deal, so that might be the end of Tom Holland playing Spider-Man.
I hope not.
That's the big thing, though. I think it. Yeah. Okay. Any? What did I like? I liked 2 games. I liked Death Stranding because it looks mad. Still, have you seen any of that? The PlayStation?
Never heard of it.
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen any of it. No, you have to tell us all about it.
Well, you know, it's
you know Death Stranding on by who's the guy who did Metal Gears? What's his name now? I've forgotten his name.
Yeah.
We know who he is.
Yeah.
He's always done. You reviewed, I think, the last Metal Gear, didn't you, Neil? The Metal Gear 5. The mad one with the unicorn at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
and all that
Phantom Pain.
Yeah, and I think it has that kind of sense of no one's kind of know what the gameplay is, and we're starting to get a bit of the gameplay.
Kojima, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Kojima. Yeah, and what he's really good at is creating these kind of mad, kind of weird, strange worlds, which this one looks completely like that, with sort of his Normus Reedus, his character is like this guy carrying around this sort of baby in a test tube, that also becomes like a spirit baby that breastfeeds off someone. And then there's all sorts of things of ghosts and weird creatures, and the guy from Hannibal, what's his name? The actor who played Hannibal.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, he's in it coming up. So it's been whatever, and people are always very worried about it, but whatever you think, he always produces a very good game, I think, with the whole Metal Gear stuff. And I think it looks really exciting. I'm still really excited. It will be mad. It'll be mad to play. And but it's coming out in November, I think, so it's not too far away. So I'm very excited about that. And
Just off the PlayStation, then.
Just the PlayStation, yeah, I know, and I can't even get my controller working on the PlayStation. I've got one more. Shall I talk about that, or do you want to talk about your other two things? Have you got one each?
You can carry on.
I'll carry on. I saw a trailer for a game called Greedfall, which I didn't really know much about up until Gamescom. And Greedfall is this game coming out on the consoles, on the Xbox, on September the 10th, I think.
It's very soon. Yeah, I know
very
that.
soon. So we didn't.
Yeah.
It just it felt like it's come from nowhere. There was a bit of stuff, but this trailer, it just looked great. It looked like a kind of Dragon Age game when you're sort of like with this huge party of kind of characters, and that is all these kind of emotional stories between them, and then you're swapping between them. But also, they were looking at this place. Of course, there's a kind of battle sequence when you go off and you journey as a party and that kind of RPG stuff. But they said it's very much about diplomacy as well. But I just like the way it looked, and the way the voiceovers were really good as well. It could be a little kind of dark horse that's going to come out in September and do really well.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it. It does look good.
Yeah.
I have to agree there. Yeah.
Anything else that caught your eye, Neil?
XO19 in London.
What is that? Tell us what that is. I don't know what this is.
It's a party. We're having a party.
We're having a party. Am I having a party? They're around my house.
Well, it's at the Copper Box Arena, so that's not far from you, is it?
Where is that?
No, I don't think that's too far from you. But yeah, everybody's coming over. They've got, I think it's for 3 days. Yeah, November 14th to 16th.
Right.
It'll just be everything Xbox. So new games, new trailers, no doubt.
Yeah. Maybe new console information.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah.
That's still some way off, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's in November, so it could be possibly.
And I think the money's going to charity or something. That's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Tickets are £20 or something like that. And I think all proceeds are going to charity, which is cool.
That's really good.
So yeah, if you like Xbox and you're in the UK, and especially in London, you've got to go. I think
I've got to go. I've got to do it. James, anything else you saw you liked the look of?
Not really, but I was quite surprised at Pez getting the Euro license.
Oh, that's right.
Because, I mean, FIFA have dominated the football market for years.
Yeah.
With licenses. And this year, they're just losing out with so many teams and now the Euros. Pez are really going for it.
So Pez have got Juventus, is that right?
Yeah,
right.
Man United. Arsenal. We haven't got exclusive for those, just Juventus.
Have they got Liverpool again?
Oh, I'm not sure, because I hear Van Dijk is a big part of the FIFA campaign.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I imagine they've tied that one up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be good to see what they do for the Euros, DLC-wise.
Yeah.
Because you can't just put the teams in. You've got to do something with it. Like, I don't know, some kind of special mode or something.
Yeah. We were talking about this before, wasn't we? Just saying, if they can just get their online stuff right, and it's as good as FIFA, then team play, it's just, that's the thing that would make it. I think that's what made FIFA very solid for the last few years.
Absolutely.
The problem is clubs is so good, isn't it, compared to what PES offers?
I think so. Yeah.
I think the jump is too big for them to. I know they're getting closer every year, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Especially offline. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, and the gameplay.
I did watch a sort of demo of someone played the demo, and the camera angle looks really good. It was sort of like almost like watching it on TV, like the TV mode they've got in FIFA. But it looked really, it did look great. I was impressed. Last thing back with Game Pass announcement again that they announced on the day and said, "Here we go. These games are free now.
That's free games.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's just getting bigger. And the weirdest thing I was saying to James is I was in game and I thought, Devil May Cry 5. I thought about buying it that day.
Right.
30 quid, and then it was like there.
Have you not seen the teasers beforehand?
No, I hadn't seen teasers.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, they've been teasing DMC 5 for a couple of days beforehand. So that wasn't too much of a shock.
It's great. It's a great little lineup, and the PC thing's got some good stuff there as well. Yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, Games Pass has completely changed around, doesn't it? When it first came out, it was a load of old Xbox 360 games you don't want to play, and a couple of kind of indie games thrown in. But now it's unbelievable. It's a no-brainer to have
It's incredible.
Game Pass subscription. It really is.
But it does make you think about when you go to a shop like gaming, you look at an old game now. I'm not talking about the new ones. If you look at something like I was looking at Devil May Cry or something that came in April, you are completely holding back now because you're thinking maybe it might come out there. It does change that whole, I think, changing the market completely.
Definitely. It's also taken over from EA Access as well. That's kind of slowly going the other way. That used to be really, really good, and now I don't know the last time I fired up my EA Access app. I haven't got a clue.
No.
There's just nothing in there.
No.
Pointless.
Well, there's loads in there, but nothing I want to play.
No. Okay. That's it. That's Gamescom. That's our Gamescom. That's our trip to Cologne. We're coming back now on the ferry.
Have you not got an ending fact that you've got for Cologne? No.
No, I've got nothing.
No.
I've got nothing. Nothing at all. That's it. That's all my Cologne facts.
Should I?
No. Never again.
Okay, let's move on.
Drunk in the German toilets. That's all we need.
That's all you need to know.
Definitely.
Now, here we go. We're going to go to the game. The game we played last week, which was we called it Judge Losty. What else have we called it? We haven't got a name for it properly yet.
It's still called Judge Losty.
Let's call it Judge Losty.
It's pretty perfect.
The idea behind this game is that I pick a month and a year. So I might say last time we had, I think it was October 2010. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a year last year. And I give this to Neil and James, and they have to present to me in 1 minute only the case for that best game of that month. And last month we had Rock Band 3, presented by James, and we had, what do we have for you, Neil?
Well, I don't really know because you did me over on the timing aspect of it, so I'm just not even going to talk about it.
No, some game that. But anyway, James won on Rock Band 3, and the month this and the year is August 2014, which is a harder month. I think August is always a very hard month, and the two are going to do the same thing. But James has got one point on the board, and the official game. The Xbox Hub game is going to be Rock Band 3 for August, October 2010. So let's start with the winner, with James. Let me get my clock ready. Are you ready, James? How are you feeling? Are you confident to carry on your...
I am. It's going to be an easy victory.
Ooh, I like it.
Not going to debate that, to be honest.
Come on, Neil.
Oh my God.
Get some fight and talk. Right, James, ready? I'm going to go, and it starts now.
Right. Well, it's a free game, which always helps, and it's Pinball FX2. It came with one table, but there's so many more tables that you can buy to play pinball on, like The Walking Dead, the Family Guy bundled animation pack. There's Alien, Star Wars. It's whatever you're into. There's a pinball table for it. And
30 seconds.
What's better than playing pinball in the comfort of your own home instead of going to a noisy arcade surrounded by people and people that you don't know? It just sounds awful. So you just stay at home, play Pinball FX2, and have a jolly good time racking up those high scores and loving life. And that's all for me.
Good. That's exactly a minute. Well done, James. Well done. Pinball. Oh, that's a hard sell. That's what I'm saying. It's a hard sell.
It's free.
Neil, any questions?
Oh, I've got plenty. I have got plenty. So you start off by selling it on the free side of things. Then you say, oh, you only get one table. One table. Remember this, Gareth.
Yep.
When it comes to choosing, you get one free table. And then you have to pay. You have to pay for extra tables.
It's
How
like
much are these tables? What,
go for a quid.
$8? Oh, $5?
Like £3.
How many tables are in there? 50? That's a lot of money.
You can
James?
easily get 3 tables for under a tenner. And you pay that for a cup of coffee in London last year. You do it that way.
But I want the coffee. I don't want the pinball tables. I want the coffee.
Come up north, get a cheap coffee, and then play some pinball.
Oh, okay. Okay, James, your case is rested. And I'm going to go over to Neil. I'm going to reset my clock watch. My clock watch.
That clock watch. Clock watch again.
Clock watch again. And go.
Okay, after failing last time round, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to choose the release of Metro Redux on Xbox One. A few things you need to know. It's post-apocalyptic. It's got some brilliant first-person shooting aspects. It's got a huge open world. Got loads of horror, survival. There's even 2 games included, which is Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. It's been remastered.
30 seconds.
Oh, I don't know. What else do I need to say? If it wasn't for that double pack, which I believe you could also get with Games of Gold, possibly, or you could get them both separately, same thing. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have been playing Metro Exodus last year, and that was damn brilliant. So if you need something to get your teeth into, if you want something gritty, if you want something that follows novels, Metro Redux.
Okay, stop.
Your option.
Stop. Good.
Objection.
Thank you very much. James, do you want to question the defendant?
I want to raise an objection for the fact that he's picked 2 games.
He's picked a package. I'm allowing that. That's good. That's fine.
Oh, well.
It's the package.
Unfair. And I'll be going to a higher up to discuss this.
Who's the higher up?
Basically, what you've got is you've got the option between a collection of 2 games that have been remastered to the best that they could do, or you've got some free pinball table which you then have to pay extra for.
Okay, James, any more questions? Or does the prosecution lie?
I'm speechless.
Well, I am surprised by both your choices this month. You could have had. It was a slim month, but there was PT, which was the free horror game on the PS4.
Yeah, my favourite.
Everyone laughed. Hotline Miami.
That's PS4 as well, wasn't it?
And PlayStation. Oh, was it Xbox as well? No, yeah.
No.
Diablo 3.
No.
The Golf Club.
I was very tempted with that one, to be honest.
SteamWorld
tempted.
did. Infamous
I like
Last
that too.
Light as well was another big one for them. I think which is the DLC to the Infamous one. It's a tough one, this one, because I hate pinball, but I like James's reasoning about you'd have to go out again. It's like snacks last week. I like Neil's kind of like, but he sort of run out of steam after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He didn't put much effort into it.
I'm going to go with Neil there. It's Metro. It's a very good thing. Yeah, he carried
The
on.
winner.
Unbelievable.
Sorry,
And did
sorry,
you
James.
play Metro Exodus?
I did. Yes,
Yeah. So
That's a
did
bit
you like that?
I love that.
If it wasn't for the other games, you'd never have played that.
And
so.
it is a good package. I think that's a really good package. Those 2 games. Sorry,
Winner.
James. It's 1-1 in the thing.
This won't be the last we hear of this.
It's going up to a higher authority, whether that might be IGN. IGN is going.
There's nobody higher than Judge Rusty.
No, it's right.
There's Judge Judy.
Next.
What about Ramesh?
Next.
Definitely not.
next month, you two. Well, next 2 weeks, we're going to do November 2009.
Oh.
Which is a big
10
month.
years.
Oh, that's a long time ago. That's a whole decade.
I've got a funny feeling some big games in there that you two probably never played. But I reckon there's some big games in there.
Exciting.
Now, we had a competition last week and people could win the game. What was the game called?
It's Superstar Blast.
That's right, and we've got a code for that to give away. And the winner goes to John Boyo, who wrote in the comments on the YouTube channel for this podcast, and he went in support of James for Rock Band 3 and gave a very good description.
I like John Boyo.
John Boyo, yeah. So he's won that code, and we'll be sending that code to him very soon, like after this podcast, I think, won't we, Neil? It's up to you to do it.
Quite possibly,
Quite possibly,
I believe I'm the code holder, so yes.
And what's the competition? What are we giving away this week, Neil?
Last time around, we just wanted to go easy. We had a nice little indie game. This time, we're going to go a little bit bigger, and we've got some Xbox Live credit to give away. £25 worth, in actual fact.
£25.
So we will do that. And again, just leave the old comment on the YouTube channel. This podcast will be on YouTube.
Yep.
So just let us know what would be your favourite game.
Okay, so we go onto the YouTube channel, leave a comment, and say what your favourite game was for August 2014.
That's
what you gotta
right,
do.
yes.
Perfect. A sentence or so, whatever you want to do. Perfect.
An essay if you want to.
An essay if you want to, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do, before we leave, we like to say what we're looking forward to in the next couple of weeks before we come on again, and it's up to about the 4th of September. What are we looking forward to playing, or doing, or seeing, or experiencing? Neil?
Control.
Control's
out next week. Is it 20? I don't even know what the day is today.
27th.
27th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you looking forward to Control?
Remedy's behind it, aren't they? So you just got to give it a go, really. It looks damn good. There's a launch trailer that's come out today for it, and that looks amazing.
I don't know anything about it. Tell me a bit about what's it about. Is it about anything? Or is it?
Is
it about anything? Sorry. Yeah, of course it will be. Yeah, it's just about nothing.
It's
go on.
not bad, really. No. No, you know how Remedy run the long storylines. They did it with the game that I can't remember the name of, Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Beforehand, and Alan Wake many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This one's more paranormal. Loads of different activity going on. You've got you go into a bureau basically,
okay,
and then you just start talking to people, start shooting things, start throwing things, start flying around things. Looks bloody good.
Oh, good.
So that'd be cool.
That'd be good, and we'll have a review of that next time, so we can chat a bit more about it. Maybe
we'll have a review of that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
James, anything you're looking forward to?
I don't often look forward to much in the gaming world.
Yeah.
Or
I
in
just
life.
wait to. Yeah, exactly. I just wait for it to turn up. But surprisingly, the Man of Medan game,
yeah, I do.
because even though it's a horror,
Yeah.
the fact you can do it in co-op, you always feel safer in co-op, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think I could play that.
And so I've played I did a preview event for it with the Xbox Hub. I can talk about that because I've written about it. That's what I'm thinking. And I went on a boat on the Thames with a few other journalists. And
like a little rowing boat.
No, like a little dinghy. No, a few journalists just threw us out into the Thames.
All blowing up this dinghy on the side of the Thames. Get in.
Get in. Who's got the Xbox? Oh, we got the screen. Someone's holding the screen. Yeah. No, we went into a sort of old World War II boat that I used to temp in the 90s. And we went into this old World War II boat. We went in the bottom. There's loads of screens. And the Supermassive Games developer came out and just announced you can play this story-driven game, but you can play it together, and you're going to do it now. So I played an hour and a half of it with another journalist sitting opposite me who played one half of the story and I played the other. So you both played together, for a bit. But for example, one of you might suddenly go off to do something, the other one's doing something else completely. So at one point, my partner went off diving underwater, and I was just upstairs drinking beers and having a conversation on top of a ship with this other person, trying to seduce them. And then it was only
enough about the real life, though. What were you doing in the game?
And it was only later on we could have that conversation and go, what were you doing? And then we'd have this chat about what each was doing. And it was a really nice experience, yeah.
Sorry, at no point you could see what they were doing then.
No.
You were just carrying on your own little journey and hoping.
Yeah, and it's, you can talk to each other across the mics.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't see what they're doing. And things then things sort of like link up, of course, and stories entwine. And it's and then the other mode, which is for everyone, is I think it's the party mode or something. I think they call it a cinema mode, and you can have like 5 people on a sofa watching the game, and you swap the controls to each other for each, so you're all making. But it says swap the controller to that person, then you make a decision. Yeah, and it is really. I mean, every game says this. It's decisions. It does. The decisions really are very, very different. People die, characters die, or characters live. It's not as predetermined as some of these things are.
No.
So you're right. I think it should be really exciting. It's coming out on the 30th, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. It's a unique idea.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them.
Are you just interested in the co-op side of things, though, James?
Oh yeah,
you wouldn't play it if it didn't have that. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not. No, there's no way. With a co-op, I know that if I die, someone else is dying, so that's all right. I'm at peace with that.
Fair enough. We all go down together. That's what you're thinking. Good, Man and Dan. That's really exciting. It's so much I'm looking forward to now, but I think I'm really looking forward to Blair Witch now, which is coming out on the same 30th, I think.
That's the 30th as well, I think, yeah.
And that's on the Game Pass, which is brilliant. But it does look, it looks like it's going to be terrifying, but also it has that kind of, we were talking about Alan Wake before, it has that kind of Remedy feel to it as well. And I think it's about the journey changes every time you go through. You know, it's someone was talking about the horror experience is very much like those films, especially the first one, when it's not like creatures appearing at you, it's things in the background or things really subtle stuff. So it looks great. Could be really exciting, that one. And I like the visuals of it are amazing. What I've seen so far.
And that's not solo. That's a co-op thing, is it?
I thought it was solo.
Is it solo, is it?
I think so.
There's no co-op in it?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
All right, yeah. That's James out the door then, yeah.
And then we're into this busy September, which we'll talk about next time. September's going to be mad, isn't it?
A lot of good games.
Yeah. And there's all these other little games like we talked about, Greedfall, just slipping into the September. Just seems to be, here's another one in between these huge games as well. And I feel like September has not always been the strongest month. It's always October or November in that kind of, this time they've all the big ones are this in September, aren't they? Just
off the top of my head, I think we've got like Grid, Borderlands, you've got that Greedfall that you spoke about before.
Gears 5.
Gears 5, Pro Evo. When's FIFA out? Is that then, or is that a bit later?
Yeah, that's the end of September.
Code Vein, that's coming out.
Yes.
Tropico is coming out. Previews then as well.
And you've got lots of indies as well. Loads of indie games coming out in September as well. I've seen them look up.
Nuts, isn't it? Absolutely mad.
And the best one, Bus Simulator, that's coming out, which I'm really looking forward to.
Bus Simulator is coming out in September as well.
I think it is, yeah.
Is it going up against Gears 5 or?
Yeah, well, I think Gears 5 is going to lose out. It does.
I think it could do.
Right,
you like your simulators, though, don't you?
I love them. Well, I don't. I've played some bad ones.
You enjoy playing them?
Yeah, for comedy value.
Yeah.
Just laughing on my own in the dark as I'm controlling an airport fire department.
But this time I'll only be driving a bus. Cool.
Yeah. Right, that's it. That's what we've done. We've done loads. Excellent. So remember to enter the competition. So it's just to remind us. So you got to go for August 2014. Your best game right into the YouTube our YouTube channel, which will have the podcast on right in the comments there, and then you could be up for a £25 Xbox gift voucher. That's right, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Extra
amazing.
life credit, yeah.
James, where can people find you on Twitter if they want to talk to you about pinball?
Nowhere. You can't find me.
He can't find you.
I'm not interested.
He's the mystery man.
No, it's at OKidUKO.
Okay, great. Neil, where can they find you if they want to talk to you about everything?
If you want to come and talk about road bikes and road cycling,
Yeah.
meet me on Instagram, Neil363.
And you can get me on Twitter on GB Brierley and chat to me about being drunk in Cologne and how to speak German.
Cool. Can I also say
Yeah.
we've just hit 10,000 followers or likes or something like that, whatever it is, on Facebook, on our Facebook page.
That's good.
And we've got a competition going exclusively on there in the next couple of days. So if anyone's not following us on Facebook, just search for the Xbox Hub on Facebook. Actually, search for Xbox Hub, not the Xbox Hub. Some fools took that. And then they'll be able to get involved in that competition as well, or giveaway, as that will be.
Great.
That's in the next few days.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon. 2 weeks.
Excellent.
All right, thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks very much.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. You've been listening to the official podcast of TheXboxHub.com. You'll be able to find all the notes to this show over at www.thexboxhub.com/podcast. You can also check out our social feeds on Twitter and Instagram at The Xbox Hub, or search for Xbox Hub on Facebook.